Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to what will most likely be the finale of our Let's Play Chrono Trigger series, ladies and gentlemen. I know I said I was going to do all the side quests, but I've had some time to think about it, and there's two reasons that I want to end this LP now. The first reason is that I want to get the main ending, the official ending, and to do that you need to beat Lavos using the bucket at the end of time, this bucket right here, after resurrecting Chrono, and we've done that. We've accomplished all of those parameters, so we can end the game right now, like I said. There's a bunch of different endings. There's 13 in this version if you include the ending where you die to Lavos and then the world ends. There's 14 in the DS version. It has an extra ending. And so there's a lot of different things that you can do. You can go to the Black Omen. You can fly to the Day of Lavos. There's lots of different options, but I want to get the official ending. That's just what I want to do. So we're going to actually use this bucket and go fight Lavos and end the game. The other reason is because given the recent announcement that this channel is only going to be Elder Scrolls and Fallout related, and also that I made a new Let's Play channel just for everything and anything that I want to play, I feel like it's the best time right now to transition and end this LP and move on to something else. So I'm sorry for anyone that's going to be disappointed that I didn't do the side quests. There's a lot of them and they're really lengthy. I mean, I really wanted to do them, I did, but I just think this is the best course of action. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and fight Lavos and end the game. We're going to save once more the Faded Hour. We're going to take a quick look at our party here. We have Chrono, Magus, and Frog. They are all level 38. Actually, Chrono's level 39. Chrono has a Swallow and all that stuff. Magus has a Star Scythe and all that stuff. You'll notice I equip them each with different mails. So the white mail is going to absorb lightning, the black mail is going to absorb shadow, and the blue mail is going to absorb water. Frog has the gold earring, which greatly increases his health to the maximum there. Magus has the gold stud, which will decrease his magic use by, I think it's 75%. Chrono has the rage band, which will give us some counter attacks. So, looks like we've only spent 15 hours with this LP. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. Even if we did all the side quests, probably wouldn't go till at least, I don't know, it probably wouldn't go past, like, episode 50. I'm sure it would be shorter than that. Anyways, let's stop wasting time. Just to make sure that we're all ready to go, I'm going to heal once more and then save once more. And we're going to go ahead and use this bucket, ladies and gentlemen. And the majority of this episode is going to consist of the final boss fight. That gate leads to 1999 AD. It leads to the Day of Lavos. Go there only if you're looking to achieve a shorter lifespan. Lavos will help you leave this mortal coil. I know what the bucket does. Go to Day of Lavos, 1999 AD. Yes. Now you can also fly the Epoch into... Oh, I already mentioned that. Yeah, that's one way to do it. And if you do it that way... right now, it will affect the ending, and you'll get like a worse ending. I've seen it before because I didn't make the distinction that would happen in one of my playthroughs off camera. So yeah, we're just going to basically do this pretty much the hard way. Okay, so let's go ahead and move up here. If you remember, we've been here before. We have used the bucket, and I showed you guys what would happen if we died to Lavos. How frightened are we? Fight or run away for now? We're going to go ahead and fight. Finally, I shall destroy you. Cometh, Masamune. Except Frog doesn't actually have the Masamune equipped. So that's kind of funny. Lavos enters attack mode. Okay, so if you remember, we're going to run through all of the boss fights that we've done previously. And I don't think I'm going to show all of it because, you know, this episode would take too long. But you can switch party members out and you can heal and use items in between these fights. So let's go ahead and get started. So this first one is the Dragon Tank. I think what we're going to do is focus one of these little side modules, as long as they, yeah. And you'll also notice that the bosses usually have nearly the same amount of HP as they did when you fought them originally, so all these things are going to die in one hit. Lavos changes attack mode, and now he's going to go to the next boss. And they do skip some. I think, I don't think they show every single one. I think it's pretty much only the story main bosses. So this one's going to be the Defender. Does it actually say? No, it's only just Lavos. Okay, so same thing pretty much. And I kind of don't like this because it kind of shows how one-dimensional a lot of the fights in Chrono Trigger is. But yeah, this is the Defender. If you remember, we fought in, what was it, 2000 AD? I forget the exact, no, 2300, right? Yeah. And that fight wasn't that hard, so I think one more attack from Magus is going to destroy him. breakdown, goodbye. Lavos changes attack mode. I think the next one's going to be Heckran. Indeed it is, which means we can only hurt this guy with magic attacks. But that's totally fine. We don't have to use any items just yet. So we're going to actually use Magus to use... let's go with Fire 2, yeah. And then we will use Thunder... Or, sorry, Lightning with Chrono. And we will use Water with Frog. So it'd be really nice if Fire 2 outright killed Heckran. I don't think it's going to, though. Yeah, but maybe one full round of our whole party will kill him. So you also notice this is usually my final party. As I mentioned before, I have Magus, Chrono, and Frog. Usually I would complete the side quests and get all upgraded armor and stuff like that, but I think we'll be able to defeat Lavos regardless. It would have been nice to learn some more techs for Magus. Yeah, we actually didn't learn his, like his ultimate tech, which I forget what it's called right now, but that would have been really nice. Kind of sad that I'm ending this LP a little bit prematurely, but like I said, I think it's the best way to do things. Okay, so hopefully Heckran's going to die into this Fire 2 here, even though it affects all enemies and we're dealing with one single target. I was correct. Lavos changes attack mode. I forget who comes after this one. I think this is where I stopped the fight the last time. Zombor, right? I think it's Zombor. I might be mistaken. Okay, so you'll notice this time he's got another one of these little organic things here. And I think only one is going to take physical damage. Looks like the first one will. So yeah, we'll just keep hitting that. Okay, MP Buster is his signature I'm dead, so screw you move. So it looks like we're done with Zombor. And now who do we have? We have Masamune, which really isn't going to be too difficult. We just have to remember that we can dissipate his charge up thing with a slash from Chrono. It would be smart to use some ethers on Magus since, yeah, they used MP Buster on pretty much our primary magic user. Okay, there we go. Okay, one more round from our party here should kill Masamune. He hasn't really been able to do anything, just he counters every time you physically attack him, or I guess sometimes, and it doesn't do that much. Or maybe he has more health than I gave him credit for. Nope! Lavos changes attack mode. What do we have this time? We have Nizbel. Okay, so what we need to remember for this fight is that Nizbel will reduce his armor when we attack him with Chrono's Lightning. And then he will release that stored energy. I love how the little beak has its own animation separate from the shell. Yeah, so if I remember right, this will delete his defense, yes, and then now we can physically... I don't think it's smart to use any magic unless you have to, so we'll just keep physically hitting this Nizbel until he's dead, and then we have to watch out for his release of all the electricity. Okay, Lavos changes attack mode once more. It might be the Black Tyranno, although I don't think it is. No, it's actually Magus. How ironic is this? We're going to be fighting Magus, or a form of Magus, with Magus. So I think Magus takes standard physical damage, and he also, of course, uses all of the techs that Magus himself has. Okay. Oh, right, the barrier change thing. Completely forgot about that. So now he's going to use Lightning, which means we need to use Luminaire with Chrono, and you'll see there that Chrono actually got healed. Does he change the barrier every time you physically attack? Damn it. That sucks. Okay. But that does mean that Frog will now be able to attack him, although Water 2 is probably not going to do that much damage. Okay, that final Luminaire takes care of the Magus version of Lavos. Let's see who we have next. Yes, I knew it was going to be the Black Tyranno. Okay, so he's going to have a little thing representing Azala. And I think we have to take that one out first, if I remember right. Alright, so the Black Tyranno wasn't too hard. This next one's going to be Giga Gaia, which of course we recently killed. Same thing with the left and right arms. Okay! There goes Giga Gaia, and I was wondering if that was going to be the last one. It looks like it is. That's the last main boss. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to unequip the Gold Stud on Magus, and the reason for that is because Chrono's Luminaire is the best ability pretty much in the entire game, and we want him to have the Gold Stud so that we can spam it. What should we equip on Magus? Magic plus 6 would be good. Let's see. Protect status. Turns experience into G. Dark Eternal. I wonder if that can be used. Let me look it up. We cannot use it. It actually involves Marl, Luca, and Magus and combines Ice 2, Fire 2, and I don't know, some shadow ability Magus has to make like a really powerful triple tech. MP use is cut by 50. That is perfect. So with Magus we'll have the silver stud, and with Chrono we will have the gold stud. And I wonder if it would be worth it to have the rage band on Frog. You know what? We'll keep the gold earring. All right. So now we have Lavos himself. Okay, so destruction rains from the heavens. We should have actually healed. So we'll use Frog. Yeah, that does quite a bit. We'll use Frog to use heal, and then we will use Luminaire with Chrono and Dark Bomb with Magus. So Chrono is pretty low, Magus is pretty low. Heal doesn't really do all that much, but we can keep healing with Frog, whether that involves heal or Lapises or a combination of both of them. So Luminaire does 1200 damage, which is pretty nice. It's really good because it hits everything on the screen, so even though we're only attacking one thing, if there are multiple things, it would do 1200 to all of them. Dark Bomb does almost as much, which is really cool as well. Chaotic Zone Chaos. I think Destruction Range from the Heavens is really the only thing you have to worry about. Let's see how much that does. Yeah, see, that's not a lot at all, but it confuses everybody. Okay, so that wasn't a counterattack. That was just a normal attack. Yeah, but when your party members do attack each other, it does get rid of that chaos status. Okay, so he's also got the needle thing. Okay, that's an attack that we need to worry about. All right, so let's see. We do have a revive, which we'll use on Magus. This is not good. Everyone's pretty low. I should have healed. I definitely should have healed. Oh my God, Chrono, break out of it, please. Okay, let's see. Let's use a Lapis on everybody, and we will use... Oh, that's not good. That is really not good. Okay, who's dead? They're all dead. Alright, so we'll use Cure on Frog. Oh boy, this is really not that good at all. Okay, so Frog's back. Close to full health, but not a lot. We're going to have to use Revive on Chrono. Let's see. Revive. There you are. Alright. That's going to do a lot to Frog. 300. Oh my God. Okay, so let's revive Chrono. And now Chrono will be able to use life on Magus as long as he doesn't die. Life. Okay, and then we'll use Cure 2 on Chrono since he's more important than Magus. We're like in full recovery mode right now. Damage control mode. Quite literally. Yeah, so I died. Wow. So I have the great pleasure of doing all of that over again. Well, I'll see you guys there. Okay, I got back to where I was. This is a very, very, very hard fight. Hopefully if we keep spamming... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, we need to use a Lapis with Frog, because that's going to do a little bit more than his crappy little heal, which only heals like 150. It's going to heal like 200 to everybody. I'm going to keep spamming Luminaire with Chrono. Hopefully, yeah, the combination of Lavos's destruction from the heavens, which does a ton of damage to everybody, and also that needle thing, which like flat out will kill everybody if you don't heal them. Okay, wow, Jesus Christ, thank you. That was a very hard fight. Usually I think I crashed the Epoch, and I never knew that negatively affected the ending, but it does. It's over? No, it's not over, Magus. Will there never be an end? There will be an end. We'll get to the bottom of this, Lavos. Okay, so we're actually entering Lavos' shell. So yeah, usually I crash the Epoch into Lavos' shell, which completely negates that last battle. I never usually do that one. In fact, I think I've only maybe done it like once before. This is creepy. It's worse than Magus' place. Hey, Magus is standing right there. No turning back now. Okay, so yes, as usual with the JRPG, we still have some things left to do. That wasn't the last fight. We're going to use a shelter, of course. We might as well because we are nearing the end. And I think we're just going to stick with our current setup. We'll save the game, the faded hour still, and I don't know if you guys caught that, but it said in the bottom left there that it doesn't know where we are, but we are inside Lavos' shell, which is a lot more expansive than you would think based on the outside. We can only enter this place. Finally, you have met your match, Lavos. Cyrus, this be our finest battle. Okay, and here we go. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing. Laser beams, doors of doom open. That's not good. Don't do more than 200 to each person, please. What? So it would appear that we are a bit under-leveled. I guess for those of you that wanted to see all the side quests, your wish will come true, because there's no way we're defeating Lavos in this current state when he kills us right off the bat with one hit. Yeah, I've never really fought Lavos this early on in the game. Usually I complete everything, so I've never really ran into this problem. If we go back into this gate, it's going to lead us back to the end of time, and if we were to use the bucket again, it would lead us to the exterior of the shell that we've already defeated, and we can go back in. So, what we're going to do from here on out is we are going to complete all those side quests. We're going to level up our characters so that they stand a chance, and then after all that's done with, we will fight Lavos again. Thank you for watching this fail of an episode, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I guess not. We killed the first 2 forms of Lavos, and that one in there remains. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.